Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Back to the boxing. Now, this is a prediction video to Joseph Parker, Hughie Fury. And man, it happens tomorrow, Saturday, 09/23/2017, baby, in Manchester, England. Wow. WBO champion, undefeated, Joseph Parker has supreme confidence going in this fight, traveling to someone's home country, taking on the best of the best. You gotta give him respect for that. That's not done too often. And I'm talking about both fighters' strengths and the way they approach this training camp, and their strengths and how they can win a fight. Right. All right. Now Joseph Parker, he's been seen fighting Malik Scott in training camp. So Malik Scott is a tall guy. He likes to box outside. He's rangy. He has really good fundamentals, and he was boxing him in his training camp to get him prepared for a Hughie Fury, which is really good. It's really smart, right? Um, Joseph Parker's training camp, I've been seeing him doing a lot of cardio. I've seen him do a lot of running. He's been running up hills. He's been doing that sort of thing. I mean, most of his training camp's been getting up in the morning, running, or running up something. At least that's what I seen. I seen him also work on his body shots to prepare for this fight. So I think he's working on his cardio. Obviously, I think he's probably wants to take this fight in the later rounds. So he's gonna definitely have to be active in his fight to get a win in Manchester, England. You can't be economical with your punches, trying to beat a top prospect in their own country. No matter who you are. Ask Manny Pacquiao. you know, you trying to be cute and land this power punches is not gonna work. You gotta overwhelm the guy. So I think Joseph Parker had a fundamentally sound training camp. He's working on his fundamentals, working on his cardio, and he had really good training partners to get prepared for a Hughie Fury. Now let's hop over to Hughie Fury real quick. Now his training camp, it was more old school, man. It was old school and a little new, man. Now I seen him. I talked about before in my old videos. He's on a meal plan, so he's definitely eating healthy. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if he weighed lower than he ever did in his training camp because he's been eating properly. Unless he wants to bulk up. I mean, it can go either way, really, because it's heavyweight division. But he's been on a meal plan to gain or lose weight or both. So however that would help him out, we'll see. I think he's been training for power mostly because I see him chop wood, and chopping wood is notorious for building up back strength, i.e., getting a power up. So I see Hughie Fury do a lot of training with that, and little that, and like I said, he's been eating right. He's been eating right. So I mean, his training camp is probably focused more on power. He's been eating right. He's been chopping wood. He's been working out specific areas of his body. So that's what I think Hughie Fury is doing. So it's almost two parallels, man. Like I said, Joseph Parker's working more cardio, body shots, taking later rounds. Hughie Fury's working straight power, eating certain foods to probably build more muscle. So it's gonna be power versus speed, man. Literally, it's gonna be power versus speed. So Hughie Fury in this fight should be seen as the power puncher because he's been working on his power. Joseph Parker should be seen as the speed guy who wants to take it later in the fights and wear and tear Hughie Fury down, man. So this fight can really go two ways, man. I've seen them both train hard. I've seen them both take it seriously. This is definitely, I mean, Joseph Parker did win a title for Andy Ruiz, but this is definitely their biggest fight in their career for both of them, obviously. Joseph Parker traveling, so it's gonna be really, really exciting fight, man. Now, this fight is really hard to call, man. Like I said, it's gonna be power versus speed, man. Uh, I think if Hughie Fury, if he wants to win this fight, he has to be aggressive. I think if he even has a decent fight against Joseph Parker, and those rounds are swing rounds, he has a good win. He's a good chance of winning the title, man. He has a good chance of winning the title because there's two. There's already a heavyweight champion in Anthony Joshua, and for England to get two heavyweight champions will be unprecedented. Joseph Parker, if he wants to win his fight, he's gonna have to tear Hughie Fury down to the body, man. And I see him working low training for that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention Joseph Parker. I seen him training with David Hay as well. So that can add a whole nother dynamic to the fight, man. David Hay, as we know, does not fight like a boxer. He fights as a swarmer. He's on the outside. Next thing you know, he's just leaping in with power shots. So, Joseph Parker could have multiple styles to fight and not just try to wear you down. He can just try to end you too. So I mean, really, this fight's a pick 'em fight. It's really hard to pick who's gonna win because obviously uh, this fight is the biggest fight in their career. Now Joseph Parker has fought in some really tough opponents, but Hughie Fury has not fought a high level opponent like this before, not at this level. So he can show some things that he never shown before. So Hughie Fury can step his game up and show the best Hughie Fury we ever seen. I always tell people who love boxing, I talk boxing with, I tell them when someone steps up and fights the biggest fight in their career, most likely that's probably the best you ever see them because that's the biggest fight in their career, you know, unless they're really young and inexperienced. These people are not young or inexperienced, Joseph Parker or Hughie Fury, so I'm expecting the best out of them. So Hughie Fury, I'm expecting him to show things he never shown before. I'm expecting him to perform like he never performed before, and it's gonna be a really interesting fight, man. Now, like I said, this thing can go one or two ways. Hughie Fury can put a really, really competitive fight on, and it can be a lot of swing rounds, and it'd be really hard to call. And if it's in if it's in Manchester, England, the crowd's going crazy. Crowds every time Hughie Fury does anything, they're screaming, going wild, and the punches are so close. It's by two or three punches every round. They're gonna give it to Hughie Fury, man. Hughie Fury is a phenomenal boxer. His brother is Tyson Fury, unified champion. So he definitely has the fundamentals because I know they spar before. I've seen sparring of Hughie Fury and Tyson Fury doing sparring together. So I mean, it's gonna be a really big fight, man. So I mean, my final verdict is I got Hughie Fury by decision, or I got Joseph Parker probably by body shot knockout, man. I think he's gonna wear him down. And if Joseph Parker wants to win this fight, man, he definitely has to knock him down. I mean, knock him out. He can't try to win a decision in the UK. Not when they already have one champion, unified champion. That's not gonna work. He's gonna have to knock the kid out. If you can't knock him out, then it's probably gonna be Hughie Fury's gonna win that fight, man. I think he's gonna play. I think Hughie Fury's gonna play smart. It could be a uh, Matador fight where Joseph Parker is trying to hunt down Hughie Fury. Hughie Fury trying to box it outside. If Hughie Fury was smart, he'll try to counter Joseph Parker on the outside and let because I'm pretty sure Hughie Fury has longer reach, so he's gonna let Joseph Parker come to him. There's no reason for Hughie Fury to hunt Joseph Parker down, so that would be the smart thing to do is work off counters. Hughie Fury has pretty sharp counters. You really couldn't tell because he's fighting such low level opposition, but we're gonna see how good his countering ability is in this fight. It's gonna be two really good fights, man. I mean, this is gonna be two different dynamics. This fight can go many ways. I've seen too much training from both, and they can do so much. The only thing that really worries me for Hughie Fury is the fact that I've seen Joseph Parker with David Hay. Even though David Hay's old, his style is so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable. He can just hop in with power shots. I mean, if Joseph Parker got any of that, and he can just leap in with power shots, it would be trouble for Hughie Fury. Especially because David Hay, he's such a small fighter. He's used to swarming bigger fighters who have more higher reach. So if Joseph Parker learned any of that stuff, Hughie Fury is taller than Joseph Parker. So if he can swarm Hughie Fury, even though he's shorter, that can be dangerous for Hughie Fury. Um, People gotta understand that sometimes being shorter could be an advantage if you know how to use it right. Sometimes being taller is a disadvantage. You know, and this fight is gonna be a high paced fight, and we'll see who win it. But my final thing is Hughie Fury by decision or Joseph Parker by knockout, man. If you can't drop Hughie Fury, can't knock him out, he's not gonna win this fight in the UK. It's not gonna happen. The UK might have two unified champions. I'm gonna give the edge to Hughie Fury just because he's fighting in Manchester, England. That was a bad idea from Joseph Parker. Should have kept it in New Zealand. If it was New Zealand, I would have had Joseph Parker, but it's not, man. It's in Manchester, England, man, and it's gonna be crazy. Let me know how you guys feel. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Gio Bossing Empire. Peace. Bossing Empire.